As we have seen in our previous module that the process organisms can be either that can be isolated from the nature, either that should be that is the choice that we can collect from the any stock culture. So as concerned the collection of the organisms from the culture that must be already isolated by some agencies or by some institute in some way that from the natural environment, and then those stock cultures, and then we can directly either purchase either from the collect from those for the study purposes, either for the industrial applications. So here you can see that there are the different number of culture banks or culture collections and their addresses from where we can collect those process organisms. Here you can see at the first one, that is the National Collection of Type Culture, NCTC, that's in UK. So you can see here that the address of that. So the second choice is the National Collection of Industrial and Marine Bacteria, that is NCIB or NCMB. So that's also from the 23 Street, Musher Drive, Aberdeen, AB2 1RY, UK. So the third is the National Collection of Yeast Culture. So NCYC, if we need any yeast culture, then that is also from the UK. So AFRC, Institute of Food Research, Norwich Laboratory. So as concerned, the fourth choice is the American Type Culture Collection, ATCC. So that is in USA. So as concerned, the fifth is that the collection of International Mycological Institute, IMI, that's also have the address of in UK. And the sixth one is the culture collection of the Institute of Fermentation, IFO. So the Institute of Fermentation, 17-85, Jago, and address of from Japan. So the another choice is Agriculture Research Services Culture Collection, ARS and NRRL. So ARS Culture Collection, National Center for Agriculture Utilization Research, that's also have the address of University Street, Peoria, Illinois in USA. So most of the culture collection facilities, as mentioned in the last slide, provide the pure prokaryotic and eukaryotic microbial cultures free of cost for research studies only. Some of them might charge shipping cost accordingly. Such collections may provide the organism of known characteristics but may not contain those possessing the most desirable feature, whereas the environment contains a myriad of the organisms, very few of which be satisfactory. It is certainly cheaper to buy a culture than to isolate from the nature, but it is also true that a superior organism may be found after an exhaustive search of a range of natural environment. However, it is always worthwhile to purchase the culture demonstrating the desired characteristics, however weakly as they may be used as model system to develop the culture and assay techniques, which may be then applied to assessment of the natural isolates. But as concerned in the Pakistan scenario, we have also now in Pakistan there are different culture banks, as fungal culture bank in Punjab University. So we can just pay a minimum amount of rupees just to collect any fungal or bacterial culture. So as you have seen that it is very easy and economically that we collect that organism. But most of them, when there is any industrial imported organisms, then they have to be we have to buy that culture, because all those culture bank only provide the culture just for research purposes, not for industrial applications. So we have to collect and then we have to develop those culture for industrial productions.